In this lecture, we will learn about social media in Web3 space, but not about crypto Twitter. The lecture is about decentralized social media platforms. In the next hour, you will learn how social media is operating in Web2 and what are the advantages of Web3. I will show you 9 different options. Each of them I have personally tried. You will learn how to own your content, how to capitalize on it, how to get paid in Bitcoin for this content, how to protect yourself from hate, how to find like-minded people, and so much more. How are social media platforms operating in Web2, meaning today? About each of the social media platform, you will get a following summary. You will know which blockchain are they using. Is it a mobile app or is it web-based? Is there a censorship mechanism and how does it work? What is the business model of the platform? So, how does it make money? And what makes it special? What is their unique selling proposition? Social media has become such an integral part of everyday life for most of us that the typical user spends some 2.5 hours every day on social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, or X. We are attracted to connecting to others, sharing our lives and thoughts, receiving validation from the others, adding like and heart buttons, and it's not in itself a problem, but there is something else. Studies show that correlation between social media and depression and anxiety has been rising, because the largest social media platforms, besides connecting us, are also full of hate speech and censorship. It's not a secret that decentralized social media collects all the data and sells it to other companies to produce targeted ads. It's also not a secret that in our majority capitalist world, companies have to stay profitable. To stay profitable in the social media business, the company can do the following. First of all, it can allow advertising and charge for it. Or it can sell user data and allow brands to create sponsored content that is promoted more extensively on the platform. This is different from traditional ads in that it's often more integrated into the platform's standard content. So you don't even realize you're watching an ad sometimes. Then there is the premium subscriptions. These usually provide features such as the ad-free experience or enhanced analytics or more advanced content creation tools. Think of LinkedIn Premium, for instance. Another option to monetize is the transaction fees and e-commerce. Platforms like Instagram and Facebook, they have integrated shopping features, allowing users to purchase products directly from the platform. The social media company may take a percentage of each sale or charge a transaction fee. Another option is the in-app virtual goods. Through some platforms, users can buy items like stickers or filters to use within the app. Think of the blue tick in Instagram or Twitter. Surely there are other ways how social media generates profit, but these are the main ones. To be more precise, advertising constituted 97% of Meta's revenue source last year, mainly from Facebook and Instagram, leveraging the huge user data they collect to enhance the targeting and effectiveness of these ads. For the year 2022, Meta platforms had a total revenue amounting to some $116 billion. Of this, a substantial $114 billion USD come from the highest performing source of the whole family of the apps, which includes Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Just to put these numbers into perspective, according to the UN World Food Programme Director, we need around $40 billion only per year to feed all of the world's hungry 800 million people and end global hunger by 2030. You can sign into Facebook and then use the same Facebook login to sign into various other apps. This allows social media site to also get information about you for its marketing profiles. Here, we are giving up a lot of privacy for the sake of convenience. Anyways, it's not just about how much profit decentralized social media platforms make, but the fact that the data we post does not belong to us. It is being constantly sold to other companies to analyze us and create even better ways to manipulate us into buying more goods and services. That's one point of criticism. A study from Cambridge and Stanford universities studied 17,000 computer assessments and 14,000 human assessments and concluded that with somewhere between 10 and 300 likes, the algorithms become more accurate than the humans in assessing someone else's personality. With 10 likes, Facebook knows you better than your coworkers do. With 70 likes, Facebook knows you better than your real-life friends do. And with 150 likes, Facebook knows you better than your own family does. With 300 likes, Facebook knows you better than your spouse or a partner. Besides knowing us very well to the extent we become easily predictable, reports state that Facebook was showing advertisers how it could help them identify and take advantage of the emotional state of users. Ads could be targeted at times when users showed that they were feeling insecure or sad. And that's where decentralized social media comes into play. There, users have complete ownership of their profile, connections, posts, and data. Another point of criticism towards the status quo is censorship, of course. Now that it's not an easy topic to handle because on the one hand, there is a freedom of speech and it is the basis for democratic society, but on the other hand, there is also hate speech, extremist calls, and all other harmful and illegal behavior that is something that many people would like to be banned from social media. I also do not want to see violent content when I scroll down my newsfeed. However, it is quite common that accounts are getting blocked due to mistakes or unreasonable limitations. Many of the decentralized social media platforms were built exactly for this reason. People do not want to be left at the mercy and judgment of algorithms. They want to have full control of their account and their files. And what do they say? Now, some of the decentralized social media gives 100% freedom of what to post, and some still does exercise some degree of censorship, but very conditional. I will explain this in more detail for each and every app. In principle, if the platform is using blockchain technology, it's not possible to erase it. What happens on a blockchain stays on a blockchain, and some blockchains are more censorship resistant than the others. However, there are techniques to make certain posts less visible so that it does not get promoted and does not get the attention. Back in the days when I was studying international law in the Netherlands, in some 2012, I was writing a blog using one of the mainstream blogging platforms available back then called Tumblr. Then I did not log in to my blog for quite a long while and found out that it was deactivated due to inactivity. This wouldn't have happened if I used a decentralized platform. We have talked about the negative aspects that exist in centralized social media and how they are different in decentralized social media, but there are also some extras, such as token gating. Token gating allows you to control who can view your content in a flexible way. You can gate access based on collecting the post, following, or ownership of any NFT or token. Another feature that exists in some of the platforms is revenue sharing, meaning that all content posted is posted for a price and also viewed for a price. People should be rewarded for their work, and creating content definitely is both art and work. As much as I would like to get paid for what I create, I find it correct and natural to reward others for their contributions to my day. Now, let's see which decentralized social media exists today. Does this mean you are only getting to know about the first movers? No. Once there are some others, new decentralized social media that gets some traction and is readily available, you will see it also here within this lecture. I also will not cover the social media that is a substitute for OnlyFans, because I am mindful that the course might be also purchased by minors. I will also not cover a platform that is famous for far-right activists, neo-Nazis and anti-Semitic groups, because it goes against my personal beliefs. I will not talk about the platforms that are invite-only, because what are the chances that each of us can get an invite? I will not talk about the platforms that have closed already by now. So you will see the decentralized social media platforms that are readily available to you today, that anyone can use, and that have launched a while ago, at least 1 year ago, to have gained a bit of traction and showed stability. I will give you the tools, knowledge and choices, and it's up to you what you would prefer to use. I'm covering the platforms that are available in Switzerland since I only tell you about the apps I have personally tried or had the opportunity to try. Number 1 is Steemit. Steemit is a blockchain-based blogging and social media platform that was founded back in 2016, which rewards users with the cryptocurrency called Steem for publishing and curating content. User accounts cannot be blocked or limited by any centralized institution, including the platform itself, which provides censorship resistance. However, in early 2020, the company behind Steemit platform was acquired by Tron Foundation, remember one of the big blockchains, that was led by Justin Sun. This acquisition led to significant changes in platform's operation and governance, and it was met with mixed reactions from the Steemit community. The acquisition raised concerns about centralization and the future direction of it, considering that Tron Foundation's involvement in the cryptocurrency and blockchain industry was growing, and probably still is. Therefore, Steemit got forked. So, if you want to know what is fork, go back to the introductory lecture. But why? The Steem blockchain is operating on a delegated proof-of-stake system, which means that if there is enough of the native currency, so Steem, collected in one hands or among collaborators, they can make vital decisions for the whole platform. In this case, exchanges have staked Steem that they controlled, seemingly from the user accounts, to vote for the new leadership. At that time, around $6.3 million worth of cryptocurrency was grabbed for that, with one of the affected parties actually saying that he has lost around $1 million of this in total. The implication reached much further than just Steem or Tron, underlying the fundamental message of not your keys, not your crypto. When users hold a large amount of their assets on exchanges, such as Binance, it gives those companies potentially decisive power over decentralized networks, particularly when governance authority is tied to currency holdings. Steem is still operating on its own Steem blockchain, and it is using delegated proof-of-stake system. In this system, token holders vote for the set of witnesses who are responsible for validating transactions and creating the blocks. Proof of work, which is important for social media, and it involves fewer participants in the validation and block creation. This efficiency gain is what enables Steem to have a block time of about 3 seconds. There are no blockchain transaction fees. Instead of transaction fees, Steem uses a system called resource credits. These credits are allocated to users based on the amount of Steem power that they hold. Essentially, the more Steem power a user has, the more actions like posting, voting, and transferring they can perform on the network. This system prevents spam and abuse while allowing regular users to operate without direct transaction fees. It is actually only a web application, not a mobile one. When it comes to censorship at the blockchain level, content posted to Steem is immutable and cannot be deleted. This means that once something is posted on Steem blockchain, it is permanently recorded. However, it's a bit different on the platform level. Steemit, as a web interface of the Steem blockchain, can implement its own moderation policies. This means that while the content cannot be removed from blockchain, it can be hidden or made less visible on the Steemit platform. However, since Steemit is just one interface to the Steem blockchain, content that is moderated or censored on Steemit can still be accessed through other Steem blockchain interfaces. Now, what about the business model? Steemit rewards its users, both content creators and curators, with cryptocurrency of their own called Steem. These tokens are distributed from a reward pool that is founded by the blockchain itself, creating a form of incentive for active participation on the blockchain, on the platform. Users can create and publish content on Steemit, including articles, blogs, posts, images, videos, and more. When users publish content, it becomes available for other users to read and interact with it. Other users can upvote or downvote the content they discover on Steemit. These votes not only influence the visibility and popularity of content, but also determine the rewards earned by the content creator. The more popular, more beloved, more upvoted the better reward. A portion of the Steem tokens created daily is allocated to reward content creators and curators. The more upvotes, the more Steem tokens the creator can earn from this reward pool. Also, users who curate and upvote valuable content also receive a share of rewards. Everybody gets rewarded. Users can choose to convert the Steem tokens into a special form of staked tokens called Steem Power. The Steem Power represents a user's influence and commitment to the platform. The more SP the user has, the more weight the vote carries, and the greater their share of the reward pool. Steemit allows users and communities to promote content using Steem tokens, effectively serving as a form of advertisement on the platform. Users can boost the visibility of their posts as well. But what makes it special? It is one of the oldest decentralized social media platforms. Now, let's see how the platform works, taking into account that it got so much interest from foundations and crypto exchanges. So this is the Steemit platform. As you can see, the design is rather 2000s. Then now let's sign up. It is offering the sign up for free, of course. Giving it a bit of introduction. Now we need to select the username, enter the email address, and even a phone number. Next one is Hive. Hive is exactly that fork of Steemit, which was created due to concerns over Steemit acquisition by Tron Foundation. The new chain copied all of the tokens from Steem, but not those of Sun and some Steem witnesses. It represents the portion of the community that wanted to remain decentralized. Hive operates similarly to Steemit, rewarding users with Hive tokens for creating and curating content. It also uses delegated proof of stake consensus mechanism. The network features numerous decentralized applications way beyond blogging. It also includes gaming and financial apps. It aims to be a blockchain platform, a versatile one. However, together with the possibility to like someone's post and thus give rewards, it is also possible to dislike and thus take away the reward. So this is a difference with the Steem. The next one is Minds. Minds is an open-source, blockchain-based social networking platform that rewards users with Minds tokens for contributions. It is designed with content creators in mind, and I do share the philosophy that everyone should be paid for what they do. Users of Minds earn Ethereum ERC20 cryptocurrency tokens called Minds tokens, based on their engagement with the site. These tokens can be used for various purposes, such as promoting content or even crowdfunding other users through monthly subscriptions. Additionally, the tokens can be bought and redeemed for standard currency. The platform allows users to boost their own posts using earned tokens and enhancing their visibility across the network. I find the feature of crowdfunding others to be a very nice feature of Minds. It utilizes Ethereum blockchain for its token transactions. So users earn these tokens through interacting with the content and spending certain amount of time on the blockchain. It also has both web and mobile app. The censorship mechanism of it is called content jury, which is a censorship body indeed, consisting of 12 randomly selected users that would decide to let content stay or go. The business model is the following. Minds has been founded through venture capital and equity crowdfunding. It makes money through offering a premium subscription that provides users with exclusive content, verification status, and an option to remove boosted posts from their feed. What makes it special is the integration of Ethereum-based cryptocurrency for rewarding user engagement. Now let's look at Minds and how it works. This is the web version of it. And the interface is rather clean. It immediately offers you to look at the content policy to see what are you entitled to and what are you not. Then you can have a look at the newsfeed Basically looks very familiar. Some jokes, some videos. And this is what the Explore page, Explore button provides. Then the Boost. This is the tool to grow your audience. So basically how to make your content pop up in the newsfeed of other people. Then the Minds Plus. This is some features that are getting unlocked once you get verified. Next one is Mastodon. It's not running on a blockchain, but it still is decentralized because there are many servers that are running the so-called instances, which represent different communities. Today, there are thousands of different instances, meaning communities, that each have their own rules of behavior. This means that if you don't like the rules of one instance, community, you can find another one that is more closely reflecting your interests and values and move there without losing any of your data. By the way, you can also start your own instance community on Mastodon if you wish, and that would be the place where you decide what gets published and what doesn't. The system it operates on, the Fediverse, has more than 1.7 million monthly users, which is a large decentralized social media by any means. As mentioned before, it does not use blockchain, but it uses the collection of servers that are unified in what is called Fediverse. They have both the mobile web and with the mobile and the web applications. Everyone can set their own servers, their instances, and define the rules for them. If someone is opposing the rules of the server, they can find another server or even start their own. The advantage is that each member of Mastodon can communicate with others or decide not to receive any message from certain users or instances. What about the business model? So many Mastodon instances rely on donations and crowdfunding campaigns to cover their operating costs. Users and the community can contribute money to help keep the instance running. Some instances also offer special benefits or features to donors as a way of incentivizing their support. And some offer premium or subscription-based accounts with additional features of enhanced services for a fee. Companies and individuals may offer hosting services for Mastodon instances, rewarding the administrators for maintenance and technical support. Some Mastodon instances and communities sell merchandise such as t-shirts, stickers, and other branded items as a way of raising funds. So the special things about it is 5,000 character limit, number of likes and reposts that are hidden, and everything is happening in chronological order. Many instances of Mastodon are also ad-free and do not rely on any advertising revenue. Instead, they are supported by donations or subscriptions. Now let's look at Mastodon. It's positioning itself as social networking that's not for sale. So it is also offering you to customize your timeline, ensuring there are no ads or algorithms. It also gives you the possibility of managing your audience directly. Then it also explains about the moderation. It allows you a lot of different types of media, audio, video, pictures, also posts and even avatars. So it is decentralized, open source, and interoperable, but only within ActivityPub. There is also some feedbacks and the options to donate directly or on Patreon. Let's have a look. What are the servers that are available? Mastodon Social, Mastodon Online, and this is where you connect with other people. You can select per region, or simply have all the regions in one place. You can select by language, seems to be very global. Also, the sign up process, is it accepting everyone or only upon acceptance? You can also select by topic. Let's say art. These are all the servers that are focused on the topic of art. Books, so another 6 for the topic of books. Much more on the music, because there is 1.5 million monthly active users and almost 10k servers. There is also some merch for sale. Okay, only stickers so far. And now let's join the social. First of all, it is telling some of the rules of the game. And if you accept, you go forward. Accepted. Now it is asking for the username. Wants an email and password. All right, so after confirming the email, we've made it. Now it is offering me to personalize my profile and my home feed and make my first post. Let's see what are the profile options. I can select the name that will be displayed, the bio, profile picture, even the header picture. Then the followers and follows. This is empty for the moment, but otherwise this data would be appearing here. Then the account and its settings. I can of course manage my own account in here and look at the sessions when I have logged in. I can also invite people without any limitation on the users and with the forever evergreen invitation. Okay, so this is my home page. The posts are loading, and now I can see what others are posting. I can look at just all the posts or look at hashtags, or I can search for particular people. In the people section, you see different instances that are public, which you can actually follow. With the bios, with the headers, and then there is the news section. And the news section, and then there is also live feeds from this server. Or I can also switch to other servers and see all of them in a completely randomic manner. Next one is Warpcast. It is a decentralized social networking platform built on the Farcaster protocol. It focuses on returning data ownership to users and creating a shift in conventional social networking. Users on Warpcast can showcase their digital content, create profiles, and share thoughts while maintaining control over the data. So the blockchain that it operates on is Farcaster, which operates through registry contacts on the Optimism mainnet. By utilizing Optimism mainnet, Farcaster can efficiently manage accounts and storage and associate accounts with ENS names for easy referencing in messaging. The app is purely mobile. It can be used after payment of some $12 a year. So it is subscription-based. It has flexible namespaces, a lot of servers storing and sharing the user data across the peer-to-peer network, and even a storage run system. Those hubs are servers that run on hardware and provide low-level, high-performance data streams in the network. And they are responsible for hashing the messages and validating their signatures against registry contracts. Once validated, all messages are stored in sets and sent across all other hubs in the network to replicate the contained data. So users can post 320-character cast and post different media, reply, recast, and use encrypted messaging. The app also has connected wallet feature, showing users on-chain activity and allowing them to display their NFTs. Okay, now let's look at Warpcast. So you need to download the mobile app from the App Store, and we are creating the account. It immediately provides us with the new wallet, and the new wallet, of course, with the recovery phrase. Then we need to provide the email address. Then, as you can see, we'll need to purchase the subscription of $1 per month. It is charged once on an annual basis, and you can see the breakdown of what is this $1 comprised of. Okay, I'm confirming the payment. It is looking as an in-app purchase, so I don't need to give again the credit card details. All right, now I have paid and I am picking a username. Continuing. Then it also wants me to allow it to send me notifications. Let's see. So it is offering me to choose my interests. What are my interests in technology or culture or lifestyle? I choose this, and then Farcaster can provide better recommendations. Next. Then I'm giving my name, telling a bit about myself. Then this is the newsfeed, which resembles a lot the design of Twitter or X to my taste. Since I have not followed anyone, it is rather randomic. Maybe it's based on the interest I indicated in the registration. Then there are some trending posts to see. Anything pinned? Nothing at the moment. But I can pin a channel of my choice. For example, travel. So everything about travel will be pinned in this section. If I choose all channels, it will just be, again, randomic. Then I'm selecting fitness. I can also share or ask for more information. So this is basically the app and how it looks like. Let's see what are the other channels. So I can also follow lots of channels based on the communities and not all based on the users. Stop. Next one is Peepeth. This platform has a very strong philosophy of respectful communication. It promotes mindful, responsible, and self-aware speech, contrasting with platforms like Twitter, known for more stringent content filtering. Additionally, a significant focus is on altruistic actions, like supporting Against Malaria Foundation through the purchase of mosquito badges. It is operating on Ethereum and is also using IPFS for content storage. The app is web-only. If the platform employs a form of decentralized moderation, the community might collectively decide to ignore or block a user. This would not remove the user from the blockchain, but would isolate them from interactions with the others. Pipet was launched as a Kickstarter campaign for funding, but it was later moved to a new crowdfunding campaign supported by ETH, digital tokens, and fiat credit cards. This campaign offers various perks for contributors, ranging from early access to the ability to customize profile schemes and colors and attend global meetups. Notably, Peepeth doesn't have its own native token. What makes it special? It offers free peeping, allowing users to engage mindfully to take most actions like posting peep or following users for free. Bulk posting is another feature that enables users to save multiple actions, up to 15, off-chain before committing them to the blockchain in a single transaction. This approach subsidizes the transaction fees, making it more economical for users to interact on the platform. Okay, let's look at the Pipet in details. It already has a penguin and is greeting us with a penguin. And it is emphasizing the mindful communication. And also reminding of its charity purposes. So how many thousands of people already bought the badge? And it also tells about the concept of effective altruism. It is powered by the blockchain, yes, Ethereum and IPFS, quality over quantity. So one like per day is allowed only. And instead of like, it's called Enzo. It is also emphasizing the community approach. Do good and inspire. Yes, this is the philosophy of this particular platform. Fast, fun, and easy. Okay. Someone can even cover the costs for other people. And it's possible to earn tips in ETH. No ads. Okay. Then let's join. Getting started. It reminds that it is moderated. And that the violating post will not show. Here is the code of conduct of Peepeth. Okay, so I created the account by signing up. Waiting just another second. And I'm welcomed with this map that is showing where are the people coming from. Let's enter this. It is offering me to start Peepeth, start posting. It also provides some ideas for the first post and offers me to follow some people. Here is the randomically generated feed. Let's look at the friends. Post to Twitter. Mosquito badge. It is also offering me to add the verification that I am who I truly am. But this feature is temporarily disabled. Okay, so here I can also invite friends. I generated the referral link. And I also can give 5 invites per day, the personal invites. It is also showing me that I will earn if I invite more people. Next one is Twetch. I was personally impressed with the very different approach and features that Twetch has. First of all, it also has their own wallet, which a user gets when registering. It is a non-custodial one, meaning you actually have your crypto under control. Speaking of which, you would need to pay for posting, liking, following, and basically anything that you do. Also, Twetch is quite aggressive on tweeting on X and getting some tweets into Twetch. It is operating on Bitcoin SV blockchain, which is not to be confused with Bitcoin. And it is a web app. Policies and guidelines are expected to be followed, of course, but there is no strict censorship mechanism that is established. As a business model, Twetch uses a pay-to-post model, which means that users are required to pay a small amount of BSV in order to post, like, and interact with content on the platform. This model is intended to reduce the spam and low-quality content, as users have a financial stake in their contributions. Additionally, it may explore other revenue streams, such as advertising or premium features in the future. But what is it special for? NFT marketplace and ability to propose new features and vote for them in a comfortable user interface. Let's look at Twetch and how it actually works. It has over 100,000 Twetch users, showing a bit of the preview of the interface. And let's see how it looks like. So the feed I can already see even before signing up. Okay, and some pictures. So the feature that is different is this Twetch trade desk for buying the crypto, which is rather different from the other platforms. However, for that, you would rather need to wait for a waitlist. But minting an NFT token is already available if you submit a project. Then there's also the blog. But let's get started. It reminds us that we are owning our data, that we are earning for the content. And if we are earning for the content, then we also get paid to tweet. And there is lots of airdrops. Okay, sign up. It's offering to create a profile with a name, bio, and a website. It's creating a new wallet. That's why it is also providing the 12 words. That is actually the secret recovery phrase. Next one, you need to confirm it. So tell which of the words was number 3, 9, 6, and 12. Okay, now we have arrived to the Twetch. This is the main dashboard showing the latest posts. So to post stuff, we need to top up our wallet. And it only accepts BSV. Okay, we understand this. And the top-up, the deposit must take place before you can post. Another feature is this Twetch market. As you can see, it is the selection of the NFTs to be used, of course, with the Twetch ecosystem. Rather funny and gamifying. Next one is Pixelfed. It is a decentralized social media platform that focuses on photo and video sharing, much like Instagram. It does not use blockchain per se, but it is a collection of servers that are unified in Fediverse, like Mastodon. It has both web and mobile apps. Pixelfed instances are operated independently, and their policies regarding content moderation and censorship can vary. Instance administrators have control over content moderation on their servers, which allows for a degree of customization in terms of what is allowed and what is not. Its business model also may vary depending on the instance. Some instances may be run by volunteers or organizations dedicated to providing a free and open platform, while others may seek funding through donations or premium features for users. Makes it special. Pixelfed offers features common to photo sharing platforms, such as the ability to upload, edit, and organize photos and videos. It also supports image filters and captions, making it a creative space for visual content. Okay, let's have a look on how to install the Pixelfed, the mobile app. It is available for both iOS and Android. It's also offering to browse Mastodon apps. Otherwise, let's create an account. It is giving us some information on how do we get started. And let's join. There are different servers available. Each of them is showing the location, number of participants, and of course the topic that is combining them. There is some 209,000 users. After signing up, this is what we have. Lots of pictures, also comment fields, some others. It's also offering to do the new post or a new story. Let's do the new post. So here I can also write a caption. I'm limited by 1000 symbols. There is also possibility to tag people. Then adding pictures to the collections, adding the licenses to it of different types. I can add location and also see what is the audience. It is now set to public, but I can also restrict it. Next one is Damus. It does not operate on a blockchain, but uses Nostr, which stands for nodes and other stuff transmitted by relays. It is a decentralized social network platform, and unlike blockchains, which typically involves a distributed ledger of transactions, Nostr is designed for social networking and communication. It uses a distributed network of relay servers to transmit and store data, but it does not maintain a single immutable ledger of transactions like blockchain does. It is similar to instances in their functionalities. It is a mobile app only. The censorship-resistant nature of Damus and the Nostr protocol means that there are no central authority controlling content or participation. Users have the tools to report or mute or share accounts, but the decentralized nature of the platform implies a fundamentally different approach to content moderation compared to centralized networks. So how is it special? Unlike many social networks, it doesn't require users to log in with their email, IDs, or phone numbers, which is a notable difference from other platforms like, for instance, Mastodon, where user accounts are tied to specific servers. Also, Damus incorporates Bitcoin Lightning's network financial transactions, allowing users to tip content creators using Bitcoin. This feature is unique among social media platforms and promotes Bitcoin's mainstream adoption. Alright, the last one is Damus. That is the mobile app, so we need to get it on the App Store. And here we also need to enter the account key. The key is here. I'm taking a picture of it just to remember. Then I need to select my name and write a bit about myself. Now it is showing the difference between public key and the private key. There is a lot of potential people that you might want to follow, and you see based on the topic: AI art, photography, music, and other topics. Let's click follow all per category. Follow, follow. Okay, we can also write the first post. I'm just saying introductions and maybe the name of this project. When I want to offer people to follow me on Nostr, I can just share my profile via QR code. Then there are also some notes that are available. Notes are similar to posts. It's also possible to do a lot of actions like copy the public key. Then we can see the mentions, see the DMs, and also see the different hashtags and browse through hashtags.